Oh, we're rolling? Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today we're talking about Redcon1's Total War pre-workout, one of the top selling pre-workouts in the market. Then I'm also going to give you a little bit of game of what to look for in a pre-workout, because I know there's a ton of pre-workouts out there and everybody says that theirs are the best, right? But hey, we're going to get down to the bottom of it today. But before we get started, cue the intro. Family, we are back, all mic'd up and ready to go for you all and joining the party. We have some Total War, there it is. It's Mr. Forever Fit here, your favorite online coach, bringing you the truth in health and fitness. This is gonna be a Redcon1 supplement review of Total War pre-workout. I may go on to do another video where I really just lay down the law as far as pre-workouts are concerned. I've been using pre-workouts for years. And there's a lot of information to cover, but we'll cover some of the basics in this video today. All right, so a couple housekeeping things. Remember to like the video and also subscribe if you get value from what you see and hear today. I'm gonna break this thing down into 3 parts, okay? First, we're gonna talk about the ingredients of the pre-workout, what's actually in it, and what the dosages are, which is very, very important. A lot of people get that part incorrect. You know, they say, okay, this has this in it, this has that in it. But when you look at how much of it has as far as the ingredient is concerned, it's not at the proper and effective dose. So that's very, very important. Then also we're going to talk about taste. Hey, we're taste people. Okay, we like things that taste good. I'm not a big taste person myself, so if I like something, that's a bonus for me. But yeah, the third thing that we're going to cover is we're going to talk about the pricing. Okay. There's a huge range of prices when it comes to shopping for a pre-workout, and there's reasons for that, which we're going to discuss in the video as well. All right, let's go ahead and start with the most important part, the ingredients, what's in the pre-workout, and what are the proper doses. So we have some sodium to start. We have citrulline malate, we have beta-alanine, we have some agmatine sulfate, taurine, caffeine anhydrous, some Juniper Berry extract, dicaffeine malate, Theobromine, green tea leaf extract, Naingin, and some Bioperine. All right, so what I'm going to do now is break down each ingredient and tell you a little bit about what purpose they serve in a pre-workout. Let's go ahead and start with citrulline malate, which is a combination of L-citrulline and malic acid, which is how most companies actually mix this compound together to make it more effective. In a nutshell, citrulline malate is just a vasodilator. So what a vasodilator is, it's a compound that actually helps you to expand your blood vessels, which will get you more blood flow to the muscles, so you have better muscle pumps and better contractions, which improves your performance. Beta-alanine. So beta-alanine has been shown to increase performance, more so from an endurance standpoint. So beta-alanine, also another one, very, very well known, well researched for improving performance from endurance and a power standpoint. All right, next we have agmatine sulfate, which agmatine sulfate is actually formed from arginine. Many of you may have heard of L-arginine. It's also a nitric oxide producer, so it's going to help with blood oxygen levels and contribute to the pump. Taurine. Now, taurine has many, many benefits. From a pre-workout standpoint, of course, we're looking for performance here. So taurine is actually good for the muscles, and it has been shown to actually increase your exercise performance as well. Caffeine anhydrous, our good friend caffeine. We're very, very familiar with caffeine. It's a staple in any pre-workout. Of course, caffeine is going to help our focus and our clarity, and then also give us that energy boost as well. Dicaffeine malate. Now, what is dicaffeine malate? I really like this in the pre-workout because what dicaffeine malate is, it's a slow absorbing form of caffeine. So a lot of people talk about different spikes with caffeine, of going up and then coming down, the crash that people speak of. So with dicaffeine malate and having that slow absorbing caffeine in this particular pre-workout, it gives you a clean line of energy. So quick ingredient roundup, as we've covered them all. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this pre-workout a 9.5. And I'm gonna tell you why. Everything is here that you would need from a pre-workout for it to be effective and work for you. The only thing, and I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here, that I could say that they could have added to this formula is creatine. Not everybody takes creatine separately, so sometimes when it comes to pre-workout, people are looking to have that creatine in their pre-workout. Looking at everything overall, it could have added creatine, but other than that, everything is flawless with the ingredients, from what's in it to making sure that the effective doses are there as well. So taste. Guys, this stuff tastes good actually. And the reason why I was a little surprised about the taste is because you usually don't get both in the same pre-workout. So your pre-workouts that are not as great from a performance standpoint and from an effective standpoint, they usually tend to taste better or be the ones that taste the best. And then your pre-workouts that are very, very effective and have all the proper ingredients at the proper doses, those pre-workouts tend to not taste so great. But this one, they actually got both of them right, and you could tell that they pay a lot of attention to taste, because this thing comes in about 15 different flavors. Now, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 on taste. The only reason I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 is because they have a ready to drink formula that's liquid already mixed, and that one tends to taste a little funny, a little on the sweet side, for my preference at least. So from a taste standpoint, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Next, the price. All right, so this thing is actually priced right where it needs to be when it comes to pre-workouts. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's a wide range of different prices, and I want to talk about the reason for that, okay? Now, if you remember, we looked at the ingredient panel of Total War, and Total War had at the top, serving size 1 scoop, 14.7 grams, okay? And I want to key in on that, 14.7 grams. So you get 30 servings per container, which is normal. Most companies are going to give you 30 servings, okay? But I've seen pre-workouts that had their total scoop was as low as 5 grams, okay? So you got to look at what you're getting, and that goes back to making sure that the ingredients are fully dosed, because a lot of times companies will skimp on the ingredients. When you factor in the fact that this is a fully dosed pre-workout, all quality ingredients, and then also giving you everything that you need, okay, in a pre-workout for it to be overall effective, the price at $39.99 is right where it should be, okay? I've seen some pre-workouts a little bit higher than that, but if they're higher than that, and there's 1 or 2 ingredients that they may have added as well. I talked about the creatine. And then if they're lower than that, if they're too far lower than that, then they're usually those pre-workouts that just aren't fully dosed, okay? So with that said, I am a tier operator with Redcon1. I'm not sponsored by Redcon1. There's a difference. So I have no contractual agreement between myself and Redcon1 to where I'm required to sell any products or do anything like that. It's a one-way agreement where I decided that I like the products, I like the quality of the products more so, and then also I like what the company stands for. They're a fast-growing company, so I decided to become a tier operator with them, which just allows me to help people to save money on the product. Since we're talking about price here, I did want to mention that, and I will leave a link in the description in case you found that this may be the pre-workout for you, to where you can purchase it and save 20% off that $39.99 price, okay? With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the video. I hope that you all got some value in what you've seen and heard today, covering Total War Redcon1's pre-workout. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you found value in what you've seen today, and look out for more updates. Stay tuned. Peace.